Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fit. Your body are too tight to me. Anybody who got eyes can see. She just wanna dance until she just wanna dance.
Alright, y'all. I'm going to try to be a professional and not ramble through this video. I pulled out my ebook because I based my ebook. My ebook is called Leaving America for Veterans. I based my ebook off of exactly what my plan was or what plan I took because I've told my story plenty of times. And if you watch my channel, you'll know that I already attempted to move once, but COVID shut the borders down. And so I moved to Medellin, Colombia instead. And then I worked a government job for a year in Meridian, Mississippi. But I was so depressed and miserable there. It was not the life for me. And so I made it a point again to move. All the things I did the first time in 2020, I had to redo again. So I came up with a 5 action step plan you guys can follow just from this video. If you're the type of person who's thorough and likes to do your own research. The first one is to get your affairs in order. So to get your affairs in order, this will include things like notifying your important contacts that you're moving, settling your debts and obligations, paying off your subscriptions. It's hot. Hold on. Wait. Paying off your subscriptions, just anything that you have pending that you need to take care of, because I'm going to tell you guys and use myself as an example. I didn't plan on staying in Bali as long as I have now. I have a 2-year visa now. But originally, I was just staying for 6 months and then I was going to get another government job and get back to work. I was paying US bills, car notes, storage, all these different things, Netflix, Planet Fitness. I was still paying all of that when I moved out here. I'm paying bills here and bills there. Very bad. Don't do that. You're wasting your money. Get your affairs in order. Another thing you want to set up is mail forwarding. Make sure you set up something so where you can receive mail over here, including medication from the VA. You want to be able to find a way to forward all the things that you're going to need out here because you're still a US citizen at the end of the day. So you still have some US things that you need to maintain. Another thing is, let's see here, health insurance. So you can get health insurance through Safety Wing. You can get like travel insurance through them and some others, which I'll list below. But also, if you are a retiree, you can still use TRICARE. You can still use TRICARE. You just have to register for TRICARE overseas. And you can use TRICARE to basically you'll pay your medical bill and then you send the bill to TRICARE. They send you the money back. But what you guys also didn't know is that the VA does the same thing too. The VA also has an overseas program where if you get seen for anything that's service connected, you can send the bill back to the VA and they will send you the money. Next step is declutter, right? Now you need to get rid of all your things because if you're traveling, you're moving overseas, it's very expensive to ship stuff. Far else, you are big baller, shots kala. Then you want to get rid of all your things. Right? Go through your sports belongings. If you're somebody who likes to work out, it's great for you when you move overseas because gym clothes can also be going out clothes. So I wear gym clothes out all the time. I wear gym clothes to the club out here. So break down your clothes to the basic essentials. You want to have pants that match different shirts, shoes that match everything. That way you're not packing a lot. Sell and donate your things and then put things that you just don't want to get rid of but you can't bring with you. Put them in storage. Get you like a climate controlled storage. Now we want to talk about saving money, which is the next step. You want to get a budget together, right? You want to come up with your time frame of when you want to be overseas. Oh, child, I need to wipe my forehead again. I'm keeping this in the video because I really want y'all to understand how blistering, blazing hot it is out here in Bali. This is a very thin material, and this is basically a swim outfit, and I'm dying of a heat stroke out here. To give you guys an idea, but you want to get your budget together. You want to figure out the time frame that you are trying to leave. We're going to say 6 months. How much money do you want to have saved for 6 months before you leave? And then you have to base your budget based on the country you're going to and the cost of living and expenses out there. So if you're comparing Dubai versus Bali, you need to have a lot more money saved up for Dubai versus for living in Bali because of a big cost difference. You got to figure out your budget, cut down on expenses. If you want to move out of the country in 6 months, don't be buying 10 Gucci belts. Chill out with the myth, calm down, focus on the prize, right? Which is getting out of the country. Am I going to cut that part out? I don't know. I'm not accusing you're not a meth head. You're an upstanding citizen. I know, I know. You also want to familiarize yourself with the currency so you can again have a real understanding of how far your money can go and what your money means in whatever location that you choose. Let's talk about passports and visas. Step 4. You need 6 months or more on your passport before you leave. But come on. If you only have 6 months left, renew your passport. Renew your passport before you go because it lasts for 10 years. And do you want to go through that overseas when your passport expires? You don't want to do that. So just renew your passport before you go. If you have a year left, just renew your passport. Renew your passport. Check out the visas in the country that you're going to. If you know, hey, I'm going to live in this country for a while, you can go ahead and just get a longer term visa. You got to pay more for it. But me out here in Bali, I have a 2-year visa. Or you can do this, which is what I did. I came out here on a tourist visa for 30 days, and then I just kept extending. And after a while, I said, hey, I'm not extending and I'm not doing visa runs anymore. And I just went ahead and I got an investor visa, right? It cost me about $2,000, but it lasts for 2 years. Right? And usually, when you get a longer term visa, that eases you into becoming a permanent resident in most places, right? You want to make a copy of all your documents, right? Make copies of your passports. If you get a visa, make several copies of it. Have the PDF file on your phone, have it in your email, have it everywhere because you never know what could happen when you're traveling. Right? Step 5, register with the US Embassy. This is a big deal, I feel like. You never know what could happen with the state of the world these days. Register with the US Embassy because I know some of you guys are like, oh, I don't want to be tracked, right? I've heard someone say that. But let's say you are in the middle of, I'm going to make up a random name, Bilexico, right? And an explosion happens, and now they're evacuating people. But because you didn't register, right? They might not know that you're out there while they're trying to get everybody out. It's just good to be accounted for. That way, if there's an emergency of some type, the U.S. Embassy can help you and get you out of there. Also, oh, see, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Oh, also, what else? Right? Somebody that a friend of mine knew was stuck out here in Bali and they did not have enough money to pay for their visa extension because they did not plan or follow the 5 steps, which are in my ebook, which you guys should purchase if you want to move. They did not plan properly and they ran out of money and they had to go to the US Embassy and ask for help. If you ever run out of money, but you're not because you're smart and you're going to plan, right? Right? If you ever run out of money, you can go to the US Embassy and say, hey, I need help getting home. And they will loan you the money. They will buy your ticket and send you home. However, until you pay that money, you will not be able to leave the US. So you have to pay them back that money. And then after that, you can fly out of the US again. Those are the 5 steps in my ebook to take when you're considering moving. Of course, there are other things here and there depending on your situation and your status of how you may want to go about your move. Some of you guys may have kids, so you may need to do things like look up places that are kid friendly and have the types of schools or private institutions that you want your kids to go to. So many different things to consider. To wrap this up, I do offer a service where I can help you plan your relocation. As you can see, I have successfully been living in Bali for a year now. If you want to move to Bali, I've also lived in Colombia too. So that's two different countries I've lived in overseas so far. If you want to live in Bali or you want to live in Thailand or Mexico or all these different places and you just don't have the time to plan your relocation, you can book a call with me and we can sit down and we can come up with a plan for you. Also, if you just want to purchase the ebook, It explains things step by step, or maybe moving is just an idea to you and you're just trying to figure out if you can actually do it or not. My book is perfect for that because not only will it break everything down for you as to how far your money can go, I also have a list of 10 different countries that are pretty popular hotspots for nomads and expats from the US. And I have a breakdown of how much the visa will cost, tax information, all those kinds of things. If I seem a little off, it's because I'm about to pass out from a heat stroke. I swear, like I'm overheating. I'm overheating out here. But anyways, thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for making it out this far. I'm going to keep trying to pump out more content. I've been inconsistent with my content, I know, but I think I have a sense of direction now that I've been in Bali for a year. I'm starting to get it together. You guys are going to be seeing a lot more of me. I'm going to be talking a lot more. I'm going to be going over different processes about visas and citizenship and all this, all those questions that you guys have. I'm going to do my best to research and answer them for you. All right. Peace and love, guys. Bye.
Listen, you've been missing since 2016. Squid tell me one fix. You know that's my sister. When she speak, I listen. She swears you're my missus. I say we think different.